everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Dallas Foxes. I'm working remotely, so this could be a complete shambles. I'm working off headphones with nothing really. Hey, Craig, how you doing?
Morning, Charles. How are you, buddy?
Good. A smile on that face. Smile on that face.
It was an exciting day yesterday.
Yeah, I was driving down from Dallas to Austin to see my son. I was staying with my son for a few days, 4 or 5 days. So I listened to it on the radio, and it sounded, woohoo, here we go, It was pretty good. So I did mention you can't judge by the highlights, but, it seemed, they were all over us by the sound of it. I was watching the West Ham pod this morning, and, they're always trying to be upbeat, but they want their manager out. But they had like 20 shots in the first half, which is the most they've ever had in any Premier League game. Yeah. So it was obviously a bit of we rode our luck a lot, but it was good. I saw the goals on the highlights, and we were good. I thought we were attacking, and Christensen was putting long balls in, and it was much more exciting. And I tell you, even if we'd drawn, I wouldn't be happy we lost, but if we'd drawn, I'd be happy with it. We were playing well, and it was pretty good. It was enjoyable. So put a smile back on my face, and it was another breath of fresh air compared with Mr. Cooper, I think. So good.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot more fun yesterday than it has been the last few weeks. So And you talking about just throwing up some match day stats real quick. I think the big one was where's it at? There you go. 31 shots right there from West Ham, and we had 8. But I guess we made ours count versus they made theirs count. So that's
I was watching the West Ham guys this morning, and they said, come back to bite us, because they had last season, I think, or whenever it was, they said, they were getting hammered by Chelsea, and they won 3-1, and they get hammered by somebody else, overrun, and they won those 2. Mm-hmm. Now the shoe's on the other foot, because it's like they were all over us, but they come out with with nothing. So good for us. And another good thing, Ipswich lost again.
Palace won. So there's the trade-off, right?
You got to take one. I would prefer a draw, but I take one. So Southampton looked like they're falling away, and Ipswich is a surprise. I thought they'd do quite well buying the best of the Championship, but obviously, again, the step up. You can rave about all these guys they bought that we were raving about last year. If we need to go for these guys, well, it's not working at the moment. They do have a good manager, but it's not connecting very well. But who knows? They could come good. Wolves are obviously coming good. So but we're up to 15th, and it's, I tell you, Everton could be in trouble. They're below us now, and I think if they could be the third, maybe. So I'm optimistic we might stay up, and it's still. Third of the way through the season, but it's still good.
What do you mean you're optimistic? I didn't think we had any. I wasn't all that concerned about it once Cooper got knocked out. I didn't figure we would. I didn't. It's gonna be close. Don't get me wrong. It's gonna be tight, right? But I don't expect us to fall down.
Well, the next 7 or 8 games are going to be tough. Brighton is probably the easiest one, which in this, they're like second or third now or something stupid. I know they played a game extra, but it's hopefully. Van Nistelrooy, I got your text as I was driving down about him doing multiple substitutions instead of Steve Cooper's one at a time, which is not going to do anything. It's not going to affect the game. It's not tactics. It's 1 for 1. What's this going to do? Right. But I was listening to it. Here we go. 2 on, 1 on. Hey, he's actually trying to do something, and he's like, I'm still a bit, I feel for Oliver Skip, because it may not fit into his system, because obviously I don't know, Winks was injured, I guess, but so he's playing this system now where Oliver Skip may not get chance, but I really like that guy. I think he's one of our better players. So hopefully he gets a chance. Hopefully they get to
So talking about your subs, because this is one of the things we've always talked about with Cooper. We couldn't figure out. If you look, he brought on 2 at the 60th minute, Daka and Foss, which I think everybody was panicking when he brought on Foss. Yeah. And he had a couple of good moments, and then he had a couple of terrible moments. So but then again, here's another substitution when he brought in Cordova-Reid and Mabididi, which was great for both Bilal and McAteer, because they were both pretty winded about the 74th minute, because they were those 2 guys. There was a lot of people critical of McAteer, but at least I tell you, man, especially in the second half, he was hustling more than anybody out there. It was him and Bilal and Samari pretty much.
I saw him. I say I only saw the highlights, but he looked a threat. Sometimes he was going at goal and everything. It was good.
Yeah, he had a couple shots, and then we got an IU at the end. So it was great to see. I'm not saying we always have to do 5 subs, but it's nice to see that we did. So those guys in, make sure they didn't get hurt. Get some tired legs off the pitch and do them at times where it's meaningful, right? The 6th minute, 75th minute, and even towards the end. So
And I like Van Nistelrooy's game management. It seemed to work out quite well. I did get a bit nervous when West Ham scored, and obviously we had that goal disallowed to stop.
Yeah.
And then they scored almost straight away. I thought, oh, here we go.
I was having glimpses of whatever that match was at the first of the season when whoever was like down 3-1 and ended up winning 4-3 or
4-3. But hey, optimistic now. Should be good. So hopefully. Looking forward to the Brighton game. That's Sunday because we played yesterday, so they pushed it back to Sunday. So,
so
might miss that one as well. But
the first goal of Vardy was really good. I mean,
I was listening to that. That was weird because I was on the radio and I was listening to it, and it was like, okay, that's offside, and oh wait, it's going to be VAR. Now it's like.
It took longer for VAR to figure out he was onside than for him to score the goal.
Yeah, it was
that's what's funny.
It was like a toenail as well, wasn't it, or something? And then
it was
they have to celebrate. Vardy went ballistic after 2 or 3 minutes. It's like this bloody VAR crap. No.
So then Bilal scored, which was a great
a good goal, well taken goal.
Yeah, very goal.
I like him.
Good goal. And
I like him. He's only like 90-20, isn't he? He's Hopefully you can fit him. Hopefully. Go ahead.
Scored. Yeah, Docker finally scored. He actually, instead of trying to be finesse, he just basically powered the thing through.
Yeah, that's all he could do. I saw him. He looked up and there was nobody with him, so he just thought, "Well, I got to do something here." So hit as hard as I can, and that's all that beat whatever.
Yeah.
Goalkeeper.
So
I'm happy overall, and let's hope long may it continue.
Looking at the standings real quick, let me zoom in a little bit so you can see this a little better. Here we are down towards the bottom. Obviously, the 3 points really helped us out. Jumped us up, put us in front of Everton, which hasn't played yet. They still have a match. I think they're playing today, if I remember right. And so we'll see what happens there. But again, like you said, these next matches between now and I've always said it, and you just said it too, basically the matches that are happening now between now and the end of at the first of the year, January 4th is when we play Villa. These are going to be this is a tough run. So any points we can get right now is perfect. I mean, we got to take everything we can get, because if you look at the other teams, Ipswich, Wolves, Everton, Palace, they're kind of in that situation where they're kind of playing the teams in the bottom half of the league.
Right. Yeah, there's some big ones tonight, I think, isn't there?
Yeah, so tonight, Everton, Wolves tonight, City,
Wolves will win that.
Chelsea, Southampton, and a few others. Arsenal's playing Man United. Don't really care about that, but I mean,
I think Wolves will beat Everton today. I mean, they got through. They got good players, and they had a tough start, so they won those two there. They could, and that could, I see Wolves getting out of this quite easily. Everton, I think, are going to struggle. Palace, I wish it'd been a draw last night, but you take that. So I mean, there's that breakaway now already between 13th and 14th. They're 3 points, Bournemouth 3 points ahead of West Ham, and they got a game in hand. So like, there could be a 2-league system here. We could have like 6, 7, 8 fighting for the bottom 3.
Yeah, and that's what it's going to turn into, right?
Yeah, little mini leagues within the league, And
then on top of that, Bournemouth plays Tottenham on Thursday. So if we're looking at Bournemouth, is kind of that line right there of probably won't have to worry about them dropping down, but it's still somebody who's not going to be probably. It's going to be someone we should be competing against. So when we play them again, we should be taking points away from them. So.
So
And then, like you said, our schedule, let me just share this real quick. Hold on. Where'd it go? Boom. Here's our schedule. We were just talking about, we got Brighton this Sunday, and then Newcastle, then Wolves at home.
Yeah, Wolves. Yeah, that's a classic.
And then here it is.
You're not going to be there for that one, are you?
Boxing Day. I will be there. I will be on Boxing Day.
You're not going to be. When do you fly out?
Christmas Eve.
Okay, so you're going to be here for the Wolves game. Yeah, okay.
So I'll be here for the Wolves game. I'll be at Anfield for for the Liverpool match. I'll be at the KP for the Man City match on the 29th. I'm still working on trying to get a ticket.
Yeah, I'm going to say, you got that email from me about Louise and whatever. Yeah,
I already reached out to him.
Yeah, it's sold out, guys. The Aston Villa Leicester's already sold out. I know it's close, but hey.
Yeah, it's sold out like early.
Yeah.
I mean, so and you can still get tickets to Liverpool right now, which is crazy.
Yeah, well, it's midweek, I think, isn't it? Isn't it midweek?
Yeah, it's a Thursday, but it's Boxing Day.
You're not going to get people from Leicester to Liverpool.
Everybody takes a day off, and it's a late match. It's 8 o'clock. Boxing Day. Yeah. But if you look, we're talking about the next round of matches, right? Here we go. Obviously, we have QPR in FA Cup, but that's not so. But Palace, Fulham, we got Tottenham.
That's way ahead. That's over 6 weeks away. I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, but I mean. Once we get through this stretch, this is what we're looking at. But I'm telling you right now, and I said this the other day on someone else's show, these last 5 right here, last 5, look at this: Wolves, Southampton, Forest, Ipswich, Bournemouth.
Yeah.
And we're going to be, if we're in a position where we're on that line, that 18-17 position in the Premier League, these 5 matches will make our season right here.
Yeah, I think we are. I think we'll be safe by then. I think we'll be all right. I think with this win that we got yesterday is going to do the morale a lot of good. It's all morale. It's confidence and morale. Under Cooper, the morale was, well, I don't know, they were just disillusioned. They didn't know what the hell was going on. So once you get Van Nistelrooy, give them a kick up the ass and give them confidence again, I think we'll be. We should be in the relegation zone. We got the players to get out of there. I mean, there's a big argument about are these guys Premier League quality? I'm struggling with Fast now. He's making too many errors to be a thing.
That's a great question. I have a question for you. Hey, I have a question for you because I know you didn't watch the match yesterday, but still, Fast didn't start.
All right.
But so I'm asking you 2 questions, and then they brought him on, like I said, in like the 74th minute, I believe. I can't remember exactly. But anyway, here's my question. Why do you think he didn't start? That's the first question.
Just he didn't play. He's not playing well, and Van Nistelrooy is going to be ruthless. He's going to be ruthless. Now, obviously, they sorted out the Vestergaard thing. Vestergaard had been dropped for the last couple of games, so that was all sorted out. That must have been a personality thing or something. So Van Nistelrooy, even in a short period of time he's been here, he looked at them and thought, okay, Vestergaard, we'll do it. Vestergaard and Cody was a bit weird together because that's not been done really, I don't think, this season. I don't think. So,
not this season, no.
Yeah, so it was weird. He brought Christensen back. I mean, it worked. I mean, Conor Cody, that clearance off the line, I mean, it was like a millimeter, wasn't it? It was like it's like half a stud he got to that. So yeah, we rode our luck. I mean, Danny Ings played hit the post. Mads came up again, a couple of really good saves, or at least one, and then that clearance off the line. I was listening to this and then I watched it, afterwards. And so El Canous started, Buonanotte. Yeah, I mean, it's looking good, I think. Yeah.
Getting back to Foss real quick. So why didn't he start? But here's the other question. Why do you think Ruud brought him on at the point in the match after he didn't start him?
I don't know. I have to refresh my. What was the score at that time? Do you know? Was it like 2-1?
It was 2-0.
2-0. Good question. I don't know.
So I have a
testing
theory.
him again. I mean, basically, so I've dropped you. Now go on there and don't screw up. If you screw up, you're going to be done almost. Because I'll give you a chance, and we're 2-0 up. Okay, yeah, just give him a chance. I mean,
so that's exactly where I was going. I think he dropped him because he had been playing well, but I think he put him out there towards the end to try and build that confidence back up and say, okay, look. This is what you're in for if you're not going to produce.
Yeah, well, not confidence. Just give it. Yeah, you're going to be sitting over here in your coat. But here's 20 minutes. Go out there and show me what you can do. And he was iffy. He had some. He had a couple good plays and good clearance, and he had a couple other boss fuck ups. But I think that's where that was going. I think that's all about trying to rebuild his confidence. So. Well, not confidence, just like give him a kick up the ass and say, okay, you dropped, I'll put it on there, but don't screw up or you're out. Basically, you're going to go, which is good. He made 4 changes, brought in McAteer, and I think we're going to get rid of Edouard. I saw a thing about that. It's just a waste of time. And bring Tom Cannon back. help out there. And I think we'll have a couple of loans. I don't think we have any money yet. People say that, oh, we can do this. We're not going to squander money at this time. But, Van Nistelrooy, we could get maybe somebody from Man United or somebody with Van Nistelrooy knows, from his old club or something that we never heard of, and help us out. Because we're lacking a bit of firepower in the end. The defense, he can shore that up probably. They look, it is what it is.
So it's funny you mentioned that, because I wondered if we're going to bring Tom Cannon back out in January.
Yeah, we need to probably.
And then someone posed this question. I think it was Locks who posed this question to the people on his channel, and I'll ask it to you because I think it's interesting. If someone was to offer Leicester $60 million in January from Mads, and you reinvested the $60 million back into the January window, would you take it?
Well, that's what I've said before. I think Chelsea are going to come in.
That's not my question. My question is, would you take?
Well, let me answer you. I think I told you. I said if Chelsea are top three, they'll come after Mads, and they'll come big. And then it's the big decision. Now it all depends. I do like that Polish goalkeeper we got. He's totally untested. So, but when he filled in, we do have Iverson. But we're not good with reinvesting money. I mean, I think we should. It depends what Mads does. I think he seems level-headed. He said he'll probably say, "Yeah, I'll stay on to the end of the year," and then top will. Again, it depends. It depends where we are and whatever.
It's a simple question. Would you take $60 million for Mads in January? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. So that's
not my decision. Well, it's not my decision. It's the decision of Mads and the club and whatever. I mean, why would you take?
You're overcomplicating this. It's imaginary. It's a what if. It's a hypothetical. Okay.
I wouldn't even take 200 million for Mads in January. Okay. No, 100 million. I wouldn't even take 100 million for him because it's our relegation. He's holding this thing together. So no, that's a easy choice. No, I wouldn't take him. As to whether we have to, that's a completely different thing. Whether we should. But no,
if you were in charge, would you do that deal? That's the question. If you were
if I was in charge, I might
do 60 million.
Yeah, I might.
That's exactly what I'm asking you.
Oh, as an owner, you said me as a fan, or me as an owner. That's what it is. Me as a fan, or me as an owner.
You're splitting hairs on this so much. It's unbelievable. So
no, because as a fan, it's like, no, I definitely wouldn't take 60 million. As an owner, thinking, shit, I don't know. Do I?
Yes.
I don't know.
Well,
the owners know about financial fair play. They know what we've got to do, and we can't go. Is he going to sell if he goes down? If Top's thinking if we get relegated, I'm not bothered about the financial fair play or the transfer embargo because I'm selling up.
My God. So. Dude, you're so overthinking this question. It is unreal what you're doing here. So here's the thing. We need help on the defense. We need help on our wing. We need for a wide player. If we could get 60 million and have a decent backup, heck, I bet we could probably sign a decent goalkeeper for 10 million for the rest of the season, for this season and next season, right? We could probably find somebody who's pretty decent, probably way better than Danny Ward, don't you think?
Yeah, but we've got Stoichek, whatever his name is. We don't need a goalkeeper.
He hasn't played. We don't even know if he's going to be ready. That's the problem.
Again, that's the question. We don't know. It's not an easy do or sell Mads. There's a lot of things balancing up there. Whether what's the circumstances? We don't know.
Do you want 60 million or not? That's the question. Do you want 60 million or not to spend on the January window?
No, I'm not going to take 60
million. There you go.
I'm not going to take 60 million because he's our best player in my view. Yeah.
No. Yeah. And then the last question, because some of us have jobs. My last question: I sent the rumor out this morning about KDH.
Yeah. Taking back in it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true. I don't know if there's any truth to that. It's talking about how we've reached out to Chelsea to see if he's interested in doing a loan. But what do you think about that?
No, definitely taking back. He's being wasted there. He'd come back in a heartbeat. He's a local lad, one of our own. Get him back. Pay the $1 million or whatever it is for the rest of the year or $2 million or to loan him back. He'd fit in there really nice. He knows the guys. Yeah, that's even a no-brainer. Better than Mads being sold. KDH, that's a no-brainer. Everybody wants him back. He didn't want to go, and he's just wasting away there with that talent. He is a good talent. He's a local lad. Get him back. Help us out. whatever. Yeah, one of the loans.
I agree.
That we will probably get. If I wish, God, I'd love that if he came back. Oh yeah, not Chilwell. Screw that guy. Don't need him.
These were our guys right here. Ruud had a great first match representing Leicester yesterday. Ruud, I'm sorry, Ruud. Yeah, Ruud. I'm just gonna call him Van Nistelrooy because I can't say his first name. That's a lot easier. And obviously Vardy had a really good match yesterday too. It was a lot more active than he was yesterday, so it was really good. All right, well, Charles,
put up that picture again. Put up that picture.
You want to put it up again?
Yeah.
Sure. Hold on a second. Let me find it.
And put the sensor on.
Put the sensor on.
Just saying, Jamie looked very excited about scoring the goal.
Oh, geez. You know what? I don't think I didn't think that when I downloaded this picture.
When
I downloaded this picture, I was like, hey, look at it. Well, so, but I mean, as they say, sometimes you got to have a, if you're going to play in the Premier League, sometimes you got to have a big stick, right? I mean,
yeah.
So, but anyway, all right. Hey, thanks for jumping on, Charles. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Hey, are we going to see you this weekend?
No, I'm still down here.
You're still in
Austin? I'll be on the way back probably. I think I'm coming back Sunday. I think I don't know. I'll see. We're still up in the air down here. Sold the house, so I'm homeless at the moment.
You look
trying to find a car for the missus, so that's what one of my things. Trying to buy a car now.
All right. Well, for everybody who's
listen down with rain here in Austin, it's really bad.
Yeah, it's raining here too, pretty bad.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Hey, so everybody who's local, Dallas Foxes will be at the Londoner this weekend.
Sunday.
This Sunday. Yeah. This
Sunday, not Saturday.
I said this weekend. So, but Sunday's this weekend. Sunday, match starts at 8 a.m. We'll be there 7:30. I'm sure I'll be there 7:30. I'll have at least one flag up, and then we'll go from there. But otherwise, to everybody, appreciate it and watched. Give us a like, give us a follow, give us a subscribe. We really appreciate it. Charles, good luck on your house hunting, and we'll talk to you probably next week. All right?
All right. Ta-ra, guys.
Peace out.
Yeah, bye.